Get the guys. So today we're going to talk about mental torture in a marriage, Uh, I'm talking from like experience what I've seen as a young child. Because I grew up in the States, so we saw a lot of domestics, a lot of couples and stuff like that. Friends, parents, and I had friends that are girls and they were in relationships, and I saw this type of headaches they caused and stuff like that. So basically, we know there's some impressive men, the evil and they mentally and physically torture women. Yeah, so we know that. Yeah, that's been rinsed and stuff. But I want to give a new angle. So when you choose your woman, like you got to look at the family life. You got to look at any past history in the family. Was it a functional family, dysfunctional family, this and that? Because if someone's coming from dysfunction, they will have a lot of trauma. Most times dysfunction equals drama, hypeness, and their life has been amplified, and they've never known steadiness or tranquility or equilibrium. They've always on maybe ups, downs, downs, ups, 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 and that's not good for marriage because them sort of women crave drama. When it's quiet and peaceful, they create drama. So the drama could be created with like scenarios just out of thin air, making mountains out of molehills. Then it might start with just being annoyed with this, annoyed with that, moaning about this, moaning about unnecessary shit which is irrelevant. Then the disrespect starts. Once the disrespect level goes, men don't like disrespect, so they might tolerate it a bit and a bit and a bit, but resentment builds up in the man, and the disrespect gets worse and worse from swear words, maybe swearing at parents, swearing at family members, not to the face, but to you. And just like, then once that disrespect starts, then you start disrespecting back, and love gets lost, and it just becomes very toxic and argumentative. And what can happen now is three things can happen. You can either fall out of love, or you could be in a toxic relationship back and forth, or you go your separate ways, or people can cheat, or can get violent. Huh? And that's why you need to really, before marriage, you need to look out for these signs, these red flags, or you need to get therapy and get help and stuff like that. But you can mentally get damaged, even though words, attitude, disrespect, clash, moaning, bad energy, it might not kill you straight away, but slowly, the stress and the anxiety builds up, and it can give you mental health, and it can give you mental torture, especially if you're from a peaceful family and you don't know stuff, you don't know hyped up stuff too much, and you've been in equilibrium, or you have the odd thing on there. In every marriage ain't gonna be peaceful, it's not gonna be plain sailing. You have the odd day here or there, or hormones change here or there. Do you know what I mean? But some women just crave drama, man, drama queens. And these are energy zappers, and they're always going to be the victim no matter what happens, because once you hit this woman, if you do go down that road, then automatically everyone forgets what she's done or what's happened. It's just you get blamed, or if you cheat, you get blamed. You shouldn't cheat. You should just walk away. But you got to watch out for the energy zappers, the energy zapping type women out there. Sometimes it's the other way around. It is the men that do it as well. So they're from the dysfunctional family, and the women have a nice, calm family, This is why back in the days, people used to look at the families, look at this, just look at the lifestyle of the siblings and what they up to. That shows how they've been raised and parented. Look at parent history and stuff like that. Was there any dramas? Was this and that? It's all important, because all this research needs to be done, because it will show you. You got to be wise out here, because it's not like back in the days. Now we know a lot about trauma, dysfunction, family behaviors, stuff like that. People used to look at that back in the day, but they didn't know why they looked at it. But now we kind of know that, what I mean, it is important. It can determine success or your own mental health, because a draining marriage, which is full of arguments, kala kalesh, it will destroy your soul, it will destroy your psyche, it will destroy you, it will destroy your mental health, and it could lead to something stupid happening. Take care, people. Respect.